to go.
What's going on YouTube? It's Bailey from Team Z Sharks here with the cameraman Dan Malley, of course, bringing you a deck that's on CTV, even though the mat has gears on it. This is the new deck I've been, yeah, pretty much. This has been the deck I've been testing for the past few weeks. I am playing Brave Altmile. This deck's kind of sleeper, but it's really good in my opinion. So I'm just going to jump right into it. For your starter, you play 1 Milius. This card's very good at making sure you have your ideal grade 3 target. Not to mention, if you fetch a dead Altmile, you can put it into your soul. And then I play 1 copy of the old Brave starter. This is really good for your first stride, pretty much. It's also just really good for enabling Brave whenever you need it. And yeah, pretty self-explanatory. For bonus, pretty self-explanatory. I'm playing Altmile. I have 3 Arangol, and then one of those things I don't have a 4th one. It's literally like all my decks. I'm just missing the push the soul plus 3k crit. Always. No matter what. Thank you, God. Playing 4 Sarugal. This card's pretty good from what I hear. People watch Worlds, but other than that, you know, stand triggers are really solid in this deck because you're doing a lot of multi-attacking, and this card is very good if you draw it, getting back to deck and gaining a hand advantage on top of it. And it's also good for thinning out your hand to hit Brave. And then for Unflip Heal, really obvious, this deck eats through Counterblast, so you really need this card. On to the grade 1s if I know how to pick up cards. Playing 4 of the Resistor grade 1 from the new set. Who's pretty much Felix. Felix the cat, pretty much. If I have an Altmile Vanguard, he gains +1 in resist. And Brave on my turn, GB2, all my units in the front row gain +2 in resist if I have an Altmile Vanguard. It's very solid for against Kagero, Gear Chronicle. Kagero's not really a deck, Gear Chronicle. Anything that targets my stuff, it's just really solid for.
7.
I'm playing 3 Stride Fodder. I found I needed room for more stuff over the 4th Stride Fodder, and I never really have an issue striding because the deck spins a lot, and I'll be able to usually hit my 3s from having like a good hand anyway. Playing 3 of the PG. Again, it's the same reason why I'm only playing 3 Stride Fodder. This deck doesn't really need the PGs as badly, considering for one of your G-Guards is a PG at Brave. And this card is just good if you're low on soul, and you deck thin a lot, so you should be seeing it more. Water! I'm playing 2 copies of this dude, pretty much. I forgot what the other one's called, but I just have the trial, Sonic Ball, and then I just have the trial deck one because there's actually 2 and I want them to match. This is really good for your first stride, pretty much. This is the first stride set of play with this. And pretty much you'll be able to, if you get rushed and you use all your counterblast on first stride, this will help you unflip and keep it solid for your second stride kill. On to grade 2s, I'm playing 4 of the 10k because, you know, 10ks are pretty good. This card's so disgusting against Dominate. You call this card off of from your hand off Rene, and then you pretty much just tell him, goodie, you can't attack. Very solid for that matchup. Playing 4 Sepkal. This is a card that pretty much enables your first stride play, because this will let you fetch the grade 1 from your deck, and then on your ride, you'll just fetch the starter. So this is also just really good at making early game columns and getting what you need in certain matchups. You play 4 Suleiman. This is really obvious. This is for your multi-attacking, the best grade 2 in your deck in my opinion, honestly. And, you know, just multi-attacking, gaining advantage, and it helps you set up Brave faster because you discard a card, and that ability itself is not Brave. And then I play the 1 Radon just for pretty much my second stride, and this card's actually a really good combo ender if I have no counterblast. On to the grade 3s. Obviously, I'm playing 4 of the new Altmile. This card is actually really solid, both on Vanguard and Rearguard, because it not only does it let you search your deck pretty much whenever you stride, it has really solid Rearguard pressure. And then 3 regular Altmile. The only reason I'm playing 3 of this and not 2 is because I just wanted to have more targets for my starter. On to the stride deck. Cool tokens. Ooh-wee. Dark Munition to the other one! I'm playing 4 copies of my Finesse Flip Target. I've literally never gotten into this card. I only use it for Finesse. Hey, speaking of Finesse, best stride in your deck. Okay, so the release of this card, everyone thought it was going to be like good, but then like when the set first came out, everyone was kind of sleeping on it. And then, you know, results are showing in Japan a little bit here and there. So what this card does pretty much is just like, yeah, counterblast 1, Is a max skill, non-GB by the way, so you can just do this first stride. Your opponent has to discard, whenever using a Guardian, they have to discard 2 cards of the Guardian. You have to guard with 2 cards, otherwise the attack goes through regardless of the power if you only have 1 Guardian. Defensive triggers still help in this if you're lower, because they need to have at least 1 Guardian for the effective trigger, but overall it's still really solid. This card's for like a Brave target in my Stride deck, I guess. I don't know, I've never got into it, but it's really good at filling up a board if I ever need it. Playing the 1 copy of the regular Finesse in case I have no counterblast on first Stride and people are really rude and just keep swinging out my rear guards. And then I play the 1 Altmile. Obvious, Seraph Dragon, really good. I'm playing 2 copies of the Altmile G-Guard. This card is really solid for Soul Blast, giving it plus 10k shield, and on Brave it gets plus 5k. So the fact that the plus 5k is the Brave and not the other one is really good for this G-Guard. Playing 1 Dismal. Protecting rear guard's pretty good in this deck from what I understand. One of the Perfect Guard G-Guards at Brave. This card is super solid after your first stride. So most of the time you're only going to have like 4 to 6 cards in hand max unless you go into the combo with this card. And if you go into the combo with that card, you'll have more cards in your hand, but obviously a lot of decks right now can do a lot on first stride, so having a lot in your hand doesn't really hurt you. You'll hit Brave by the time their Vanguard swings more than likely. And one of the Mascall. This card's just good in case you run out of your other good G-Guards and you just want to flip a Dismal. Yeah, that is my deck profile, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Sorry if it's a little loud in here, we're at Locals. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it's not ZTB. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know if you make any changes to the deck. See you around.